So we are doing chapter 13 Idgah, and this is the next page, that is page number 107. We were discussing on page number 106 that Hamid basically was boasting about his own tongs which he had just purchased, and he was talking to the child Sammy, and she had a tambourine. She wanted to exchange it, but this boy was just not ready to exchange it at any cost. So let's come to page number 107, the very first stanza. The pair of tongs wins over everyone to its side. But now no one has any money left, and the fairground has been left far behind. It is well past 9 a.m., and the sun is getting hotter every minute. Everyone is in a hurry to get home. Even if they talked their fathers into it, they could not get the tongs. This is Hamid. This Hamid is a bit of rascal. He saved up his money for the tongs. Okay, so now everyone wants this pair of tongs. Everyone likes it, but it's like high time. Children have spent all their money and they are not left with any money, and the fair ground has also been left far behind. It's like really far, they have crossed it, and it's well past 9 a.m. Sun is getting hotter, and not only this, but even if they talk to their fathers, sure, fathers won't allow tongs, a pair of tongs. Everyone is hurrying up to reach home, but this Hamid, children are thinking that he is a little rascal, as he has saved all his money for the tongs and they cannot buy it now. The others have spent between 12 to 16 pies each and bought nothing worthwhile. So others have purchased lot of things and they have spent around 12 to 16 pies, but they have bought nothing worthwhile, means they have bought nothing useful or enjoyable. Okay, Hamid's 3 pies worth has carried the day. Okay, so whatever he has purchased with 3 pies, Hamid has purchased with 3 pies, it is very worth, it has a lot of worth, it has a lot of value, and no one can deny that the toys are unreliable things. They break, while Hamid's tongs will remain as they are for years. Now, naturally, tongs is a strong thing, so it is going to remain as it is. It will not wear or tear, it will not break. Okay, but toys are unreliable things. Okay, unreliable means you cannot trust it, you cannot rely on it. Naturally it is going to break someday, and nobody can deny that. Deny means refuse, nobody can refuse that. Okay, the boys begin to make terms of peace. So boys are now planning and they are trying to make peace. How? Mohsin says, give me your tongs for a while, you can have my water carrier for the same time. So Mohsin is asking him, Hamid, to give his tongs to him for a while, and in the meantime Hamid can touch, or he can hold his water carrier toy. Okay, Mahmood and Noori similarly offer their toys. They also make the same offer. Hamid has no hesitation in agreeing to these terms. Okay, Hamid happily agrees to their proposals. The tongs pass from one hand to another, and the toys are in turn handed to Hamid. How lovely they are. Okay, now Hamid, who was like really dying to touch the toys and hold the toys, he finally gets a chance to touch the toys, and he feels that they are very lovely. Okay, Hamid tries to wipe the tears of his defeated adversaries. Adversaries means opponents. Okay, like in a war we have opponents, no, like the opponent team. Similarly, these were the opponents, all the friends. So Hamid basically he tries to wipe their tears. Okay, defeated adversaries means defeated opponents. I was simply pulling your leg. Honestly, I was. How can these tongs made of iron compare with your toys? So he basically tries to comfort his friends and he says, I was just making fun of you. I was just teasing you. Simply pulling your leg means I was teasing you. So honestly, these tongs are just made of iron and they cannot compare with your cute, nice toys. Mohsin says no one will bless us for these toys. So Mohsin is now worried then that when he is going to go back home, his ammi and his abba maybe they might tell him or scold him for buying these toys which are having no worth. Okay. Mahmood adds, you talk of blessings, we may get a thrashing instead. Thrashing means when somebody gets beaten up, okay? When we hit somebody with a stick, that is thrashing. Okay, so Mahmood says that you're talking of blessings, and they might even get a beating from maybe Ammi or Abba. My Amma is bound to say, are these earthen toys all that you could find at the fair? So, like all mamas say no, so he is also saying that my Amma is also going to say. Bound to means like definitely she is going to say, certainly she is going to say that why did you get these earthen toys? Earthen toys means the toys made of mud. Okay, so is this the only thing you could buy at the fair? Were there no better things rather than these toys? Okay, Hamid has to concede that no mother will be as pleased with the toys as his granny will be when she sees the tongs. So he agrees, Hamid, that yes, I agree, your toys are totally useless, and I am very sure that his granny is definitely going to be happy after looking at the tongs. All he had was 3 pies, and he has no reason to regret the way he has spent them. He thinks he had just 3 pies and he has used them really wisely. So there is no reason that he has to regret. Regret means he doesn't have to feel sad about anything. He has not overspent, he has not wasted the money, so he doesn't have to feel bad about it. Now his tongs are the champion of India and king of toys. So now when all the kids are liking his tongs, he also likes them even more. Okay, so they are kind of champion of India and king of toys. As soon as she heard his voice, now they are talking about Granny Amina. Okay, he has reached home, and now they are talking about the house scene. Okay, as soon as she heard his voice, Granny Amina ran out of the house, picked him up and kissed him. Suddenly she noticed the tongs in his hand. Where did you find these tongs? So now he comes back home, and Granny Amina notices and she runs out of the house. She picks him up. He is just a small boy. So, like grandmothers pick up their grandchildren, she picks him up and she kisses him. And then she notices what? She notices the tongs in his hand. And she asks, naturally, she asks that, where did you find these tongs? So, Hamid says that I bought them. So, naturally, she is going to ask, like all mothers, she asks, how much did you pay for them? She says, 3 pies. Granny Amina starts beating her breast. You are a stupid child. It's almost noon and you haven't had anything to eat or drink. And what do you buy? Tongs. Couldn't you find anything better in the fair than iron tongs? So she says that you're hungry. It's 2 p.m. and you haven't eaten. It's almost noon and you haven't eaten anything. It's really not a nice thing, and you should have got something better. And why did you get these pair of tongs? Hamid replies in injured tones. Injured means like he's speaking, but just because he got a little scolded by his granny, he's talking in an injured tone. Injured tone is like, you burn your fingers on the iron plate, that is why I bought them. So he's crying and he's speaking like that I got them because you burn your fingers on the iron plate and you really needed them. This is the reason I bought them. The old woman's temper suddenly changed to love, not the calculate kind of calculated love which wastes away in spoken love. This love was mute, solid, and seeped with tenderness. What a selfless child! So, Granny Amina was an old woman, so her temper means her anger totally suddenly changes into love. And it's not the kind of calculated love. Calculated is when you decide your words and then you speak them carefully. Okay, so this was not spoken words, this was a mute love which does not need any kind of words, right? And this was seeped with tenderness means this was very gentle and soft. Okay, what a selfless child. She thought to herself that, wow, what kind of child I have with me. My grandchild is very selfless. Okay. Okay, so this is the last page, that is page number 108 of your chapter number 13, Eidgah by Munshi Premchand. And this is the last portion of this chapter, last part of this chapter. What concern for others! What a big heart! How he must have suffered seeing other boys buying toys and gobbling sweets. He was able to suppress his own feelings. Even at the fair, he thought of his old grandmother. Granny Amina's heart was too full for words. So, Granny Amina is thinking that this child is such a selfless child that he is thinking about me. And he has a big heart, and he would have really seen other boys, and he would have suffered when he would have seen other boys eating stuff and buying toys and eating sweets. Gobbling means like when you eat quite quickly and with a noise, chup chup chup, that sound you make while eating. So how he was able to suppress his feelings, so Granny thought like that. And even at the fair, when you are at fair, you become selfish and you buy your own things. But he was not selfish, he was selfless, and he thought of his old grandmother. So Granny Amina's heart fills with lot of love. Okay, it was too full for words. There were no words, there was only love. And the strangest thing happened. Now, a strange thing happened. What is that strange thing? Stranger than the part played by the tongs was the role of Hamid the child playing Hamid the old man, because Hamid has behaved like an old man. He has not behaved like a 4-year-old child. 4-year-old children are not this mature that they think about their grandmothers or mothers or even their brothers. They are very selfish, isn't it? Have you known any 4-year-old child in your neighborhood, maybe in your house, maybe your cousin, maybe in your colony, locality? Okay, 4-year-old children are extremely mischievous and selfish. They only care about their own selves. But he was like an old man who thought about others, just like dadajis and all think about grandpas and all think about others, no, grandpas, grandmothers. Same way he thought about others, that is his grandmother. And old Granny Amina became Amina the little girl. So Amina Granny became the little Amina, that is the little girl. She broke down means she felt very full of love, and her heart kind of was full of love. Okay, she broke down in tears. Basically, she started shedding tears out of love. She spread her apron. So apron is basically because it is a Hindi story, translated from a Hindi story. So apron is nothing but the aanchal. Okay, because Indian women used to wear that sari. So that aanchal of that sari, she spread it and beseeched Allah's blessings. Beseeched is like she started praying for Allah's blessings for her grandchild. Big tears fell from her eyes. How was Hamid to understand what was going on inside her? So Hamid naturally couldn't understand. He was a child. He couldn't understand what's going on. But she started praying for her child, her grandchild. Okay. So this is all about the story. If at all you want to know the question answers, let me know. I am right here to help you out with the question answers also. If at all you need them, let me know. If you need any help, let me know in the comment section, please. If you need anything related to any chapter, please let me know. And I'm right here. I will try to help you out. Thank you so much for today, for this video, and this is all for today.